Losing a pet is like losing a piece of your heart. If you're struggling with grief, you're not alone. At mydogdied.com, we understand the pain and are here to support you. Visit us today and find comfort, guidance, and a community that cares. We received a letter from someone who's lost their pet and have allowed us to share their story so that it will help other listeners deal with the loss of their pet. Remember, if you like this video, please support us with a like, subscribe, and share. Hello, friends. This is Don Barnes, and today I'm reading a letter that comes from Joshua in Carlsbad, California. He recently lost his beloved dog, Mocha, a 10-year-old Weimaraner with a spirit as wild and free as the streams she loved to fish in. Dear Don, I never imagined I'd be writing one of these letters. I have been watching the videos on mydogdied.com in silence, sometimes with tears, sometimes with a smile. I never thought I'd be the one grieving like this. But here I am. My girl Mocha is gone. Mocha was the best dog ever. My companion, my anchor. I adopted her when I was recently divorced, uncertain, and honestly, a bit broken. I walked into this shelter just to look. You know how that goes. She looked right at me with those gray-green eyes and wagged her whole body. 10 minutes later, we were driving home together. Over the next 10 years, she saw me through the rebuilding of my life. New jobs, health scares, quiet holidays, and one particularly lonely Christmas. She was there for it all. Mocha had this way of reminding me to stay present. Every morning she'd paw at my leg until I put my phone down and looked at the sunset with her. One of her quirks was fishing in shallow streams. I swear she had the patience of a heron. We'd drive out to San Luis Rey River, and she'd stand stone still until a flash of silver darted past. Then, snap, she'd pounce, paws first, sending up splashes and barking like she'd won the lottery. She never ate the fish, just caught them, let them go, and looked back at me with a grin. She loved the game. So did I. Losing her was unthinkable. And the way it happened, Don, it still haunts me. A few weeks ago, we were walking by our usual route near the arroyo when Mocha suddenly darted after a squirrel. I shouted, but she was so fast. The squirrel squeezed through a gap in a grate and disappeared. Mocha followed. Somehow, she went down a narrow storm drain pipe. I tried everything, calling, coaxing, even crawling in part way. Firefighters came, animal control came, but by the time they reached her, it was too late. I haven't slept well since. I replay it in my mind constantly, wondering if I could have done something differently. In the days after, I found myself spiraling. I couldn't eat. I couldn't look at her bed without crying. One night, out of desperation, I typed into Google, "What to do when your dog dies." That's when I found mydogdied.com. Your counselors, the kindness in their words, it gave me a place to land. I watched the videos from others who lost their best friends in sudden tragic ways. And I realized I wasn't alone. I'm not crazy for crying into her collar or for keeping her leash on the doorknob. I'm just grieving someone who mattered more than words can explain. Thank you for this space, Don. It's helping me heal. And Mocha, she deserves to be remembered. With love and gratitude, Joshua. As I fold Joshua's letter, I feel the heaviness that comes from a sudden, tragic loss. There's a particular ache when a life ends, not gently, but abruptly. We ask ourselves 1,000 questions, hoping one of them holds the power to rewrite what happened. Mocha sounded like a once-in-a-lifetime companion, a dog who could catch fish just for fun and teach a man how to find joy again after heartbreak. Her story reminds us how deeply dogs become part of us. They don't just live with us, they live in us. Joshua, thank you for trusting us with your grief. And Mocha, wherever the water runs clear and shallow, I hope you're pouncing on fish, tail wagging in the light. Until next time, friends, be kind to yourselves. And remember, love doesn't end when a heartbeat stops. It lingers like footprints by a riverbank. Don Barnes.
Your love for your pet never fades, and neither should your support. If you're grieving, don't go through it alone. Visit mydogdied.com or call us at 85-5925-2658 and connect with those who truly understand. Healing starts here. Remember, if you like this video, please support us with a like, subscribe, and share. If you have a story that you would like to tell us, your dog stories at mydogdied.com at gmail.com.